Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to my YAHAWAH and His, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with another lesson. And today's lesson, we're going to be getting into this video that I forgot to put out before I started recording. But basically, I'll just give you a general rundown of it before we get into it, as well as the scriptures, all right? Which is basically Donald Trump, all right? Because this is the second time I actually heard it. Donald Trump says he wants to buy and assimilate Canada to be, another state, the 52nd state or something like that, 51st or 52nd state or whatever. And with that, like, I think that's a pretty crazy thing. And what came to my mind the thing that came to my mind was, now it seems like Esau wants to expand his empire. All right. Oh my fucking God. Where the hell is it? Oh wait, there it is. Damn. This computer's acting up. Bear with me. Okay, here. You couldn't hear it. I muted the stuff because I don't want all these different tabs. I have a lot of tabs open. Slocky, you couldn't hear it, the thing playing in the background. I have a lot of tabs open. That's why my thing was going slow. So here.
A new and uncertain era is underway in Canada following Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's declaration to resign as the leader of the country and the Liberal Party. While Parliament is prorogued and the party seeks a successor, a weakened administration is faced with another tough test after U.S. President-elect Donald Trump ramped up the rhetoric of acquiring Canada by using, quote, economic force. Jason Gaidola joins us live in studio with more. Hi, Jason.
Good evening, Manise. The outgoing Prime Minister hadn't responded to Trump's continued provocation about Canada becoming a, quote, 51st state until today. Trudeau snapped back, saying that there isn't a snowball's chance in hell that will ever happen.
The government will still, and the cabinet will still be very much focused on doing the job the Canadians elected us to do in 2021, which is fight for their interests, stand up for their well-being.
As he declared his resignation yesterday, outgoing Prime Minister Justin Trudeau faced questions about how a Liberal government plans to protect the nation in the midst of threats south of the border, and while it works to find a new leader during a prorogation period.
Slakia, I just see, like, don't you just think, like, some of these Esau is kind of okay outside of the whole politics stuff. Did you just see that weird ass picture that they took of this dude just being, hold on,
plans to protect the nation in the midst of threats south of the border.
This is a weird ass picture to take. Like, they are very desperate to, like, they were very desperate to take this picture or something like that. And that really just goes to show just like how strange, I guess if you want to call it that, these Edomites are, and how desperate they are to do whatever they set their mind to doing. All right, that was just a kind of a side thing, but at the same time, I guess it does kind of fit in terms of, like, look at how they don't really care about morals in that sense. All right, let me get this. I think see where it's 8. Oh my Slakia, it's just my thing is going very slowly. Why is my stuff not working? Hebrews 12, chapter 16. Hebrews 12, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. So, well, let me actually get this. The word fornicator, the word profane, all right, is like relating or devoted to that which is not secular or biblical, secular rather than that which is not sacred or biblical, secular rather than religious. Okay, so this is something that's like, actually even over here, of a person or their behavior not respectful or orthodox religious practice, irreverent desecration of the temple or by profane adolescents. So treating stuff with treating sacred stuff with no respect. All right, and one thing about this that you need to understand is that when you don't have more often than not, I want to say more often with not, sometimes definitively. Okay, sometimes definitively. More often than not, you associate someone without any religious associations or any religious practices with being moralist. All right, and funnily enough, you can see that in Babylon. Oftentimes, you have or just if you just looking at how Esau's morals are constantly lowering. Okay, their standards are constantly just getting worse and worse and worse as time goes on, and that's because they're slowly removing the God of the Bible that they claim, the Bible that the country claims to have built this country on, like through quote unquote Christian values. All right, and they're removing that because there was that thing with the whole replacing Easter Sunday with that whole alphabet Sunday or whatever the frick it was called. All right, they knew what they were doing, and they're trying to make that switch. All right, it is slowly but surely becoming not okay to be religious in this country. Okay, and then very soon, and Saki, there was a lot of talks on how they were saying that the Bible is hate speech and we need to ban the Bible, we need to censor this and the third and whatnot. All right, which there are some conservative Edomites that are all for the Bible and whatnot, but this wasn't like this before. While 20 years ago, I'll say, I think it was 20, or even more than that, even more than 20 years ago, but people or being liberal wasn't as it is now. All right, which is crazy that I'm saying more than 20 years ago. It's just look at how far we're moving, how fast we're moving, how the years are passing by. Yahawadah, we're almost out of here. All right, because I was hearing a lot of stuff going on, especially the primary thing that I've been seeing is that Elon Musk is a part of Donald Trump's cabinet and whatnot. So as a result of that, I have high hopes for the MOTB being implemented as a result of Elon Musk's inclusion. All right, so we're hopeful. We hope and pray that something pops off and the MOTB is implemented. All right. So, but with that, going back to this, basically, Esau wants to expand his empire and try to make Canada into another state, 51st state, which is kind of weird. I kind of thought like Hawaii is a state as well, so I don't know why they don't say the 52nd state, but regardless, that's irrelevant. The main thing is just the fact that Trump is going to use his economic force, I guess, to try to force Canada to become a state. And I don't really know. I don't really care. I don't really mind. I don't care. I don't know. I just want whatever prophecy to happen so that we may be delivered. If he does this, the only reason why I'm doing this is because I just want to display and show Esau's pride, Esau's growing pride. All right, let me get this. Also, look at how Also, look at how this is the second time that they're bringing it up, and look at what Donald Trump said. Are you saying like, hold on.
Idola joins us live in studio with more. Hi, Jason.
Good evening, Manisa. The outgoing prime minister hadn't responded to Trump's continued provocation about Canada becoming a, quote, 51st state until today. Trudeau snapped back, saying that there isn't a snowball's chance in hell.
Parliament is prorogued and the party seeks a successor. A weakened administration is faced with another tough test after U.S. President-elect Donald Trump ramped up the rhetoric of acquiring Canada by using, quote, economic force. Jason Idola.
Yeah, so economic force. He's saying Donald Trump was acting as if like, yo, this is he was consistently saying, hey, yo, give me Canada, I'll buy Canada off you. You guys don't need it. You guys are weak against me. You guys are nothing. All right, so let me get this. Obadiah chapter 1, or just Obadiah, verse 3, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Okay. Verse 4, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. So the Lord's gonna bring Esau down. Esau thinking like, okay, well, now I'm gonna get, if I can get Canada, that's more military force, that's more what's a word, population into influence. All right. Also, I think I forgot what I was gonna say. What was this is the thing when you're just so quick to say stuff, sometimes you forget. Lord willing, the Lord reminds me. But basically, you have military force, and he's thinking like, okay, yeah, well, I'm gonna do what I want because, like, you know, I got money, I got the money, I have all the power in the world. Okay, like this is my world, all right, which it is technically Esau's world. Okay, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He's gonna do all this, the lust of his heart. Okay, so let's hear more of this video.
Up for their well-being.
As he declared his resignation yesterday, outgoing Prime Minister Justin Trudeau faced questions about how a Liberal government plans to protect the nation in the midst of threats south of the border and while it works to find a new leader during a prorogation period.
But I can assure you that the tools and the need to stand up for Canadians, to protect Canadians in their interests and continue to fight for the economy is something that everyone in this government will be singularly focused on.
In the meantime, Trudeau stays on until a successor is elected, with just under 2 weeks left until incoming U.S. President Donald Trump is inaugurated. During his first media appearance since his election win was certified, Trump continues to argue that the United States face billions in trade deficits with Canada and claims it doesn't need Ottawa as a trading partner.
We're doing it because of habit, and we're doing it because we like our neighbors, and we've been good neighbors, but we can't do it forever, and it's a tremendous amount of money.
Trump's quid pro quo ties into his initial
Slake, so basically he's saying like, okay, so I'm gonna cut corners, instead of instead of spending money, you know, doing all that trade, I'm just gonna make you guys do it for free by buying you and owning you, ultimately saving money in the process. Like, so this is the thing that Esau did, even with Jake during the transatlantic slave trade, and you know, and many more. He's just trying to, you know, cut costs by getting free labor. Okay, that's the main thing. Free labor, which is Esau's thing. He just wants to, you know, basically conquer either by physical force, financial force, whatever force he can use, political force, whatever.
threat to slap 25% tariffs on Canadian goods over the country's border security. Today, Trump continued to say he wants to make Canada a 51st state.
Are you also considering military force to annex and acquire?
No, economic force. Because Canada and the United States, that would really be something. You get rid of that artificially drawn line, and you take a look at what that looks like, and it would also be much better for national security. Don't forget, we basically protect Canada.
The ongoing provocation finally prompted the Prime Minister to respond today. Trudeau posted on X that there isn't a snowball's chance in hell that Canada would become part of the United States. Despite their determination to take down Trudeau, opposition heads.
So basically with the tariffs, I would assume that there's going to be more, you know, taxes in Canada. So he's basically making all these threats where things are going to be a lot crazier. All right. Things are going to be pretty wild. All right. So that's what we have to look for. And, you know, even though life becomes harder, might become harder for us, for them, for America, for Canada, whatever, Esau, Edom, and Jake, and Israel, financially or in any way, shape, or form, okay, for all of us, all right. even though things get harder, you know, as things are getting harder, we have to acknowledge that, you know what, all this stuff needs to happen. So we need to rejoice when this stuff happens, because we know we're getting that much closer to the end. Okay, so who's to say that after all is said and done with this, you know, even what's it called? Fuck. Russia gains another ally. All right, in Canada, if they even take it to that. All right, who's to say that? Because Trudeau doesn't want to become the state, and you know what's it called is threatening with economic force. Okay, not physical, but economic force. So with this, Slakia, by the way, for the stuttering, but Yahawadah, I'm trying my best. But anyway, Trudeau doesn't want to, so you know who's to say that if Donald Trump's making things way too hard, this is terrible, blah blah blah. So let me just go, and because that's the thing about Esau. Esau always, you know, takes, you know, major offense to stuff, be it his own people or just Israel existing. Either Israel existing or his own people disrespecting him in some way, shape, or form. So he's gonna want to, you know, start a fight, pick a fight, or something like that. All right. So this is what this is where he's gonna say, like, okay, what? Fuck you guys. If you guys want to do this to me, I'm gonna go to Russia and we're gonna fuck shit up and stuff like that. Blah blah blah. All right.
Pierre Poilievre and Jagmeet Singh also shot down the notion of a merger, saying Canada will never be a 51st state, period, and you come for Canadian jobs, Americans will pay a price. Meanwhile, Canada's premiers are making appearances on American news networks.
You know, something that's just not realistic. We're a sovereign country. We're proud. Canadians, just like Americans, are proud. What I want to do is make sure that we build a fortress and can.
While Ontario Premier Doug Ford made his case on CNN, Alberta Premier Danielle Smith had this to say on Fox News.
I would say that in a few months' time, you're probably going to see Prime Minister Pierre Poilievre, and if that does happen, then our conservative province will have a partner in being able to do development. We'll have a partner in building pipelines. We'll have a partner in development. We'll have a partner in productivity growth. And we'll have a partnership, I think, that will be a really strong ally of the United States.
In the wake of the Prime Minister's resignation, the premiers and territorial leaders are scheduled to hold a meeting tomorrow to discuss how they will coordinate a collective response to Trump. Premier Doug Ford said Trudeau had promised to meet with them.
Well, you see what's going on. You see
just under 2 weeks left. Just under 2 weeks left.
Hoping the thing. So yeah, basically you see what's going on, and you know it's not what's the word? It's not getting calmer. Things are not calming down. Things are getting more and more wild in each and every single area. Okay, this is why the watchmen are going out. I forgot which brother or which elder had said it. You know, they were saying that. Oh no, it was Elder Apostle Tahar. He was talking about how you know, we need to be doing a video. We should all be doing a video. Well, not everyone, but all GMS members should be doing a video a day. And even though I'm not a part of GMS, I attempt to, you know, try to stay in the spirit and do my part in this truth. All right. And you know, with that actually, hold on, let me see something, because I remember it was Great War. Many nations, I think. Bear with me, Slakia. Alright, there it is. Call him LAWAYA. Okay, what the fuck? I guess I might have been mistaken. Let me make sure I'm not wrong. I'm not going to say something that is incorrect. Okay, yeah, I was wrong. Oh, my bad. It's fine, whatever. I don't remember the proper verse that says it, but it's fine. Anyway, basically, you know, you have Canada against America. They don't like being treated like they're just some commodity or whatever, or just some resource waiting to be taken. All right, with that, Esau. Let me get that. Proverbs 16 verse 18, pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall. Okay, pride in Esau, getting more and more puffed up, thinking that he is, the top dog, the hot-ish. All right, thinking that no one can go against him. You can especially see that with how Donald Trump is kind of acting. Are you actually, funnily enough, yeah, you can actually see that more so when with Donald Trump and his demeanor towards, how he thinks that, oh, I'm going to solve all America's problems and stuff like that. Like he actually is like thinking like he's like the great savior of America, and you have all these freaking people, all these conservatives that are looking at him like he's just that guy. He's he's the second coming of Jesus. All right, I would say Jesus because he's definitely not no second coming of Yahawashi. All right, but that's the image that people that's the light that people put him in. All right, they like, and it's so ironic that you have these so-called Christians, okay, or as brothers call them, anti-Christians, all right, that are putting their trust in man. How are you gonna go against the scriptures? All right, how are you gonna do exactly what the scriptures said not to do? Psalms 118 verse 8, it is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. All right, and we also read this. Psalms 146 verse 3, put not your trust in princes, nor in the son of man, in whom there is no help. Okay, you guys are putting these people, or these that's not what I wanted. These Christians are putting so-called Christians are putting their trust in a man. Okay, they're putting their trust in Donald Trump. They're putting their trust, like they're thinking like, oh, I have to support him, I have to vote him into office, I have to do this. Okay, well the Lord blinded you. Okay, the Lord made you follow that guy as your God. Okay, he's your God, and he's also these 2/3 Jake's God, even though he doesn't give a damn about you, Jake. Okay, even these conservative voters, they even said themselves, you guys are just Jakes are just a vote for me, a vote to me. We do not care about you. We're literally just using you. And you got this one Jake that was told that in his face. All right, and then he said, "Oh my man, this guy just said that he fucking treated me. He only sent me as a vote, but I don't care about that because I know MAGA family. You guys believe me. You guys love me. This, blah, 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 blah." Like, dude, act like a whole. Let me stop. But basically, this dude acting like a whole crybaby because Esau told you how he really felt about you, and because he doesn't like it, he's gonna go online and cry about it. Okay, they don't Esau, both sides are not for us. Both sides are not. They don't give a damn about us. We are tools to them. All right, that whole thing, like it's like they're they're trying so hard to be accepted when they don't want us, they don't like us, they don't care about us. All right, like this is the thing that Jake needs to wake up and see. Okay, so yeah, this was just a quick thing. You can check out the video if you want. There was a lot more videos, but I guess this is the real general idea of it. It's just that Trump wants to, in general conclusion, Trump wants to make Canada another state. They're gonna assimilate. He wants to assimilate it, and if it doesn't happen, then there's gonna be basically a Cold War. All right, if you know what a Cold War is, let me actually get that. Cold War. So the Cold War, okay, was when America and Russia were at war, but they weren't literally fighting. It was like which I wish that this shit, I literally typed in definition, and you would think that they would just give it to you. Alright, whatever, I'll just give my definition. Okay, go check it out yourself. Basically, there was like I guess tariffs if you want. Avoiding number one, there was no physical combat. Okay, that's one of the characteristics of a Cold War. Secondly, there was just like anything that they could do to piss off the other country, they would basically do it. So tariffs if there was any trades involved, or just a complete prevention of trading. All right. Oh yeah, here, propaganda, subversion, threats, stuff like that. Economic sanctions. So this is basically the general concept of the Cold War. So maybe that might happen with America and Canada. Okay, but regardless of that, that's going to result in the American citizens as well as the Canadian citizens suffering financially as a result of that. Okay, war is never good for the people. But yeah, anyway, continuing on, that's just the generalization of it. I pray this lesson was edifying. I pray that this is also a faith booster, letting us know we're getting that much closer to the end. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RICANS, the elders and apostles, great millstone, above the ball, and SHALOM.